Good day and welcome back to another Dbz Dokkan Metal video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at, well, the performance of the Android Cell Saga team in the Syn Shenron event. Now, the Android Cell Saga team does fine in the Syn Shenron event. They are a really strong category, and we're specifically looking here at the super side of the Android Cell Saga team. Now, in terms of leads on the super side, you have a couple. You have the AGL Trunks, who I think is still quite good, but he does struggle in this event due to the fact that there's AoE attacks and he gains a lot of his defense on super. And then you obviously have the Tech Trunks, who just came out. Also, weirdly enough, kind of suffers a similar thing. Now, in terms of team build, the kind of super side of things is very, very nice. You've got quite a few options. Kind of clinical, crucial options we're looking at are AGL Gohan, the LR, we got the LR Strength Future Gohan, we got the Strength Goku Gohan, we've got the Strength Gohan, the latest sport that's come out, the Tech Trunks, we've got AGL Trunks, we've got Int Future Gohan with his great EZA, Physical Future Gohan with his great EZA, Tech Future Gohan with his great EZA, and Tech Future Trunks with his great EZA. So we have some very interesting kind of options for the team. I tried to spice it up a little bit, not just kind of do a full Future Saga team, as obviously Future Saga during the Worldwide Celebration did get a huge ton of buffs. So things like Tech Future Gohan, In Future Gohan, Strength Future Gohan, all just really good, obviously, and can very much dominate this event. Wanted to kind of take a look at some, different units and just kind of like variation builds. But yeah, overall, just very, very good. Now, Trunks relies a little bit, especially in this first bit, and in any situation, Trunks relies a lot on getting his guard to activate. So if Trunks can get his guard to activate, then all of a sudden, he's super duper good, really, really powerful, super consistent, very strong, just a very powerful unit, super duper strong, very consistent, and just a good tank, and especially after super, really, really strong defensively. When he doesn't get his guard to activate, he can be a little bit inconsistent, take a fair chunk of damage. It's just one of those things. His guard does have a high chance of activating, so 50%, and is dependent on how many Android Cell Saga category units are on his team. So being on this team does tend to help him actually, which is at the end of the day a good thing. Aside from that, honestly speaking, genuinely pretty solid-ish, pretty solid performance overall, I would say, from the majority of these units. I think for me, ultimately they do look really good. I think the team functions pretty well. You can of course make a better team than this. I do think there are some really strong units that you can still mix up into this scenario, but I think overall a really good kind of team here. AGL LR Gohan still great. He does have, he can start off a little bit weak, but he does have a really, really strong presence with his guard mechanics, his transformation, and his overall defensive stability. Obviously, we don't have his defensive stability, his transformation due to obviously the requirements, but at the end of the day, you can easily quite beat those just by adjusting the team slightly. And he is really, really good. Alongside that, we also have the AGL Trunks and Gohan, but the Gohan and Trunks, who's now a Future Gohan. I really like this unit. I still really like this unit. A lot of people maybe don't like this unit. I like this unit a lot. I think they're great. I think they're super strong. Great damage stats, great consistency. The revival skill is super helpful. And they just give the team some much needed utility. Obviously, you could technically go for a more future-centric team, of course. But yeah, for me, I don't know, I just feel like realistically, it's just a fun kind of combination team to really run that I think at the end of the day works out really, really nicely. So yeah, Trunks, really good. Obviously, the latest release, a little bit inconsistent, definitely needs dupes. Dupes definitely make him feel like a completely different unit, more consistent, better performing, just good overall. Whereas without dupes, he can feel a little bit too much of a slow burn, just a little bit too much of a slow burn, especially when that guard doesn't kick in. But overall, I'd say he's in a good position for most events. There's a couple events he won't be able to handle, but most events he should be more than fine. Future Gohan, obviously just great. Release from the Worldwide Celebration. Good unit overall. Very, very solid. Great damage dealer. Great active skill. Also, at 55% does have a little bit of a build-up situation, so like he does need to get off super attacks and things like that. But in general, just still a really fun unit, really good unit to run. So yeah, do really enjoy using him as well. And yeah, honestly, overall, I think for me, the team is in a good space. It could do with 1 or 2 more tweaks. I think we could do with a good TN support, like how we got the TN for the Majin Buu Saga. It would be great to get one for the Android Cell Saga. Then, of course, as well, I think like the latest releases, the Strength Gohan, the Tech Trunks, I think they need dupes. I think the way their kits are designed, dupes is very important. Then the Strength Goku Gohan, I think is a good unit still. I still really like them as a unit, but I think now you do see signs that they can take a bit of damage, especially if you don't get their like transformation. Like if you don't get that Gohan out at the right times, it can feel a little bit dicey. But Gohan still feels very strong and very good, and I think overall the team feels like it's in a very good space. Lots of good utility, revive skills, things like that. I think ultimately at the end of the day, just a very good team that's very, very, very consistent overall. There are some other units obviously that are great. For example, we have good old like Krillin, who's pretty decent. I do think he could, like the Bubba Shop Krillin, I think if he got an easy A could be good, especially if he became a support. I think we need some of those. I think like we're missing a new Cell Saga TN. I think we could do with a new second form cell. I think first form cells are fine in their position. I think we need a new Krillin, definitely. I think that's almost mandatory. Even a Piccolo, like a Piccolo if used with Kami standalone would be very nice to have. An Android 16 definitely is much needed. Like an actual Android 16, like a super Android 16, one that can help Gohan meet the requirements, one that can just help the team meet the requirements for Gohan's transformation. That'll always be a big boost to Gohan. If you just took the int Android 16 and made him like AGL, you basically, with like some slight tweaking, you basically have the perfect unit for Gohan. Not sure why they haven't done it yet. I know maybe they don't want Gohan to just be consistently good forever, but I think that's the next step. That will really elevate Gohan hugely. And yeah, I just think it's it's something they should definitely do. But yeah, overall, I have a lot of fun with this team. I think they're great. They're super good. They're lots of fun to use. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.